Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum 2, Crystal Souls, where we are in the middle of dealing with these witches, these wannabe sirens, luring boats into this cove and robbing them. We already took care of one of them, and I can't speak at all. We already took care of one of them all by herself, as well as many of the guarding undead. So picking off the rest of them should be, well, maybe not easy, but definitely doable. We'll see if we can sneak around like this. Oh, maybe that's just two more, actually. I guess this room apparently does not have a witch in it. It does allow us to work as a staging area for our next attack, though. Yeah, she's not gonna make it around the corner. Okay. Got Witch Aubrey here. Yeah, you're not gonna make it all the way to her. There's a barrier. Hopefully one that I can dispel. That would be nice. Should have also healed beforehand, probably, but, well. Here we are. Okay. She terrified one of us. We can heal that, yeah. Better than having one of my warriors run away for 2 turns doing nothing. Well, I guess you can start blasting her. Doing what you do best. What a null bug. Okay, that sounds like it's gonna do nasty things. So let's kill it quickly. Like so. Null bug. Maybe it's capable of using this new annoying silence effect. And or remove all of my buffs, both of which would be quite nasty. Okay, another case of the terror. And I guess again we're gonna do this. This costs 8. That's not as bad as I thought. Oh, sure. Shoot an arrow at her. 70 points. Actually, pretty good damage. Scaly imp. Haste. Awesome. We cleave the imp too. And that's it for her already. Okay. Well, between there only being 2 more witches and this one dying pretty easily, I guess we're gonna clear out this place quite fast after all. And that looks like an actual spell tome, unlike this one, which turned out to be a nasty, devious trap. So a little bit salty about that one. Get a herb, get a platinum ring, and we get Pyrrhic gauntlets. Huh. For Pyrrhic victories, huh? Glows slightly, your skin tingles whenever the metal gets close. The name and this description suggest a cursed item, except that I don't think that's a thing that exists in this game. Critical hit... What? 10% critical hit chance? I only now saw that. 5% evasion? That sounds too good to be true. That has to be too good to be true. These are cursed, aren't they? Worth 2,000 gold? No negative to hit chance? I could even give these to one of my mages. That can't be right. I don't believe it for a second. Not for a single second. Okay, well, save the game. I guess I might as well try these on. I can't take them off again. Okay, they're not cursed. Wow, they're just extremely good. Let's see. I mean, these ones give me fire resistance. Minus the hit chance. 1% evasion. Wow. I mean, I guess the crit chance really does benefit anyone. Energy resistance, evasion. She does have the magical damage, and I guess more base damage is worth more. Oh, I'll take that. Worth more than extra crit chance, even if 10% is really huge. Or, you know, I could give them to him actually, because he does deal more damage per single hit. So I guess one of his crits is worth more than one of Svarmir's. I don't know, maybe not. Of course, he has a chance to crit with both of his attacks. But those also both have a chance to miss. So I guess I'm just gonna get rid of these and keep these for now. Fire resistance is certainly quite useful as far as resistances go, and -5 to hit chance is not that bad. Huh, wow, these are just, yeah, I guess they're just really extremely good bracers, or gauntlets. Can't believe they don't come with some kind of heavy drawback. Gold ring, gold necklace, silver necklace, all kinds of valuables, crafting stuff. Awesome. Wow. Of course, there's also this room with another chest and a button, and this, and yet another chest. Wow. What a great place to be. Hello, Witch Kim. Fancy meeting you here. Okay. Oh, you summoned a what now? Horta? With a double H? Okay. It's an interesting name. Sure, try shooting it, I guess. That didn't work, as expected. Oh. I mean, whatever she did, it dealt a ton of damage. Oh, wow, I'm an idiot. I didn't even realize it killed our healer right away. Derp. That was... I don't know. I was so focused on everything else. I did not even catch that. Well, you know what? We can prepare. Actually, don't need to be in combat mode for that. We can just do this, and this, and this, and start this much better prepared. Yeah, I mean, that seems like a much better start. She tried to terrify. That could have killed her. Right then and there. There we go. That's how different the same fight can go. Just, you know, RNG, depending on what the enemy does or doesn't. The last of the evil sorceresses has fallen. No longer will the sinister inhabitants of this cavern hunt the warriors and sailors of Avernum. Another small victory. Well, yeah, I guess in the large picture, it's only a small victory. But wow, each one of them dropped me a powerful magical item, cold resistance, and 5% melee damage. Wow. Again, I mean, 2 to dual wielding still seems like too good a bonus to not use. That's not just hit chance, right? That's also damage? Or is it? No, it's just hit chance. Yeah, but still. Still. Guess I'm gonna give this to him. To make him even more of a killing machine. You have energy resistance, 5% to blessings, 2% magical damage. And this is a really nice defensive... this is a really nice defensive ring. Although acid and poison are among the less terrible things at this point. Yeah, I guess everyone has something equivalent or better. What is up with this room? What is up with that room? Is that just bones in there? But why do they have windows looking into it? Weird. Gold necklace. Okay. Save the game before we try and read this one. There are 10 stone tablets on this pedestal. They are very chipped and old. The witches must have found them. They are covered by writing in a strange script. Thanks to your training, you recognize it. These are old Vanatite artifacts. Okay, read the scrolls. You try to decipher the script, but you haven't learned enough from the Vanatite to do so. It's probably a very archaic dialect. Interesting. So maybe there is a point to having multiple layers of Vanatite lore. Okay, that's certainly something I'm gonna try. I mean, ultimately it's only 1,000 gold to pay to that old guy down in the Vanatite caves. Let's see here. This is called Coven Cave, I think. Coven Cave. Vanity tablets. Yeah, well. Guess that's enough of a hint for me to remember. Okay, interesting. And we have some more stuff here. And a button. Oh, maybe this is a traditional spell tome? Several old worn scrolls stacked on this pedestal. It's not gonna be another trap, right? It's a heavy spell book. Chained to the pedestal. It's a small book, but the contents are very interesting. You can improve your knowledge of the spell days here. Nice. You concentrate and try to memorize it. With work, you gain more proficiency with the spell. Cool. I like it. And, oh wow, it now has a chance to stun. Only for one turn, but that's pretty good. It's basically just an additional layer of disabling enemies. So an additional skill check for them to pass. Or fail passing. Cool. So, yeah, small dungeon, but, you know, small but focused. I like it. Actually, there seems to be somewhat of a theme for this game. More dungeons, maybe? Although the first game had plenty of dungeons, but certainly more smaller dungeons that are, you know, more bite-sized. I like it. Not every dungeon has to fill the entire map and be completely super intricate and have multiple layers. I mean, that's certainly one thing I've noticed for sure, is that I have not come across many multi-layer dungeons in this game at all. Most of them, even ones that have been multi-layered in the first game that we revisited, have been only a single layer or a single level this time around. Which is also nice, you know. I'm sure it's gonna have plenty of really large and intricate dungeons later on, but not every single one has to be that way. So we did take care of the boat quest, and we're supposed to... Oh, tell Ruth. That makes sense. There you are. You tell Ruth about the sorceresses who were capturing local boats. You've done a service for us. I'll have to make fewer boats, and I appreciate it. I should reward you. Here's something a soldier forgot here. She gives you a thin copper ring. Cool. Static band. Sounds like energy resistance. Oh, but also... Wait, is this what you have? Yeah. Damage? I guess, yeah. I'm gonna stack damage bonuses on her, rather than give her 5% more to her blessings. And curses. I mean, okay, in a way, I'm assuming that days, for example, the days effects count as curses for the purposes of this kind of buff. Yeah, but ultimately I want her to deal maximum damage, so... Yeah. Thanks, but no thanks. Or rather, thanks, but I'm just gonna sell it, if you don't mind. Oh, okay, I also completely forgot to... It just occurred to me that I completely forgot to check with the leatherworker in Formello, was it? And I wanted to check... I wanted to return to Formello anyway, for something else. I also want to see... Yeah, what was up with this cave again? It's just a dead end? I guess. Or maybe there was something in there. Oh, yeah, okay. No, right, I remember. I remember finding this place, but were they too difficult for us to manage? Huh. Of course, now I also got rid of my buffs. But you meet a large platoon of well-armed guards. They are defending the vital road between Silver and Formello. You speak with them briefly. The only news they have for you is that the barriers to the north are down, which you already knew. Yes. Okay. Ward of Steel. Cloak of Curses or Blades? It's only level 1, because I was too stingy to buy level 2 there. Yeah, let's go with Cloak of Curses. Let's see if we can deal with these guys. Huh. This seems like a fight we should be able to win, maybe? Maybe they're tougher than they look. No, I guess they're not. Weird. Maybe I just decided to turn around or something? I can't remember. It's not been that long, but... I don't know, I somehow failed to see why I would have turned around and left this place unexplored. Maybe I really just figured that I'd leave it for later until I actually have a quest to deal with it. Which I do now. Yeah, but this doesn't seem like a fight I should have had any kind of trouble with. Only a little while ago. Huh, cured yourself. Well. Good idea in theory, except that it's not going to help you. What? Oh, you can't move? What? No, you can move. What was that? I hit the hotkey for well-aimed blow and tried to attack, and there was some kind of message I didn't see. I didn't quite catch what it said. Then I looked up here to see if I was ensnared, and I wasn't. And then I just attacked normally again, instead. Weird. Not sure about that little chain of events there. Certainly just something that had me confused for no real reason. Okay, we can just go here, no problem. This certainly seems like a place we should be able to deal with. I mean, the guards outside were laughable. Yeah, but I'm gonna not do that for the time being. But instead, quickly return to Formello here. Now that I remembered. First, yeah, I want to revisit this pylon to note down the... or not. Do I not note down the code for it? Or did I already have it? I don't think I did. I mean, it doesn't tell me the codes that I've collected anywhere, does it? No. Okay, never mind then. But there is the... Wait. Actually, where is it? Potions... Leather crafting. Town center for Mellow. No, that was up here. It's just not on the map. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's here. Indeed. Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to look into your chest there. Didn't mean to look at your chest. Can you make something for me? Let's see here. A leather cloak. 1 crystal. Right, 1 leather, 1 crystal. 2 leather, 2 crystals for a leather jerkin. Leather shield. I mean, I have little use for shields. But, I want to see if any of these things are new. It's still a dead-eye cloak. That's what I wanted to know. A jerkin. It's mercuric leather. Might as well make one of each and see if any of them are actually worth it. I mean, you know, it's kind of cheating to quick save, check these out, and then reload. But at the same time, we should be able to, you know, we should be allowed to ask him about what exactly the items are. It's just something the game refuses to tell us beforehand, which I refuse to accept. So we already have this. We don't need another one, right? You have one? Yes. Mercuric leather, +1 to action points, -1 to strength. Okay. I mean, it's also something, I guess, that would work well for an archer. Except that our archer also happens to be a mage. I mean, it's 20 armor. 20 armor is 20 armor. This is only 10. Some evasion, permanent extra action point. Yeah, but this gives you missile damage, fatigue recovery, and much better armor. And of course we have little use for this. Yeah, so I guess we'll hope to come across another crafter, maybe, that makes more interesting things out of our leather. Okay. I suppose we might as well go visit Fort Davno, just to see what this place has to offer. Certainly a smaller outpost with lots of, well, quote-unquote wasted space all around it. So it might not have all that many NPCs and, you know, people to talk to. So it might be a little bit faster to deal with, is what I'm trying to get at. A refugee walks up to you and mutely holds out a begging bowl. He bows his head in an almost, but not quite humble manner. I'm Dorkin, sirs. Spare a coin? How did you wind up here? Well, I'll tell ya. The Empire threw me down here for being poor. Simple as that. So I go to Kotra and I work hard, make a business for myself. What sort of business? I was the best cobbler in Kotra. And then the Empire comes down here and they make me poor again. So I'm starting to figure maybe some fellows just meant to be poor. So, could you maybe give me a coin? A cobbler? Have any magic boots? No, never did. Just simple leatherwork. Nothing for an active, high-ambition adventurer like you. Okay. Well, here you go. Thank you kindly. Alice's restaurant. Hello, lady. You meet a small, lovely woman wearing the loose, thin garb of a dancer. This inn has a small stone stage in the center, and she's using it to practice. Bereft of an audience, she seems depressed. She glides gracefully over to you. Welcome. I'm a lady. Nice costume. You a dancer? She sighs. Yes, I'm just passing the time till tonight. I'll be dancing. What? Till tonight? I'll be dancing. You should come to the show. Perhaps I can make it. She does a twirl on one foot. It's a move both graceful and pulse-quickening. Avernites have always needed some cheering, now more than ever. I guess being thrown down here gave me my calling. What did you do on the surface? I was one of the last people thrown into Avernum. They didn't want me to dance up there. Too stirring, they said. I wouldn't give it up, so they threw me down here. At least I'm in a place where people need beauty in their lives. She smiles and blushes. It's not much, I know, but it means a lot to me. Being around soldiers doesn't worry you? Avernite warriors are an honorable lot, for the most part. Even if they weren't, Commander Johnson keeps order. Anyone who troubles me spends time in the stocks. Okay. I don't meet many dancers in Avernum, it's true. I'm not surprised. When I was thrown into Avernum, my soul was heavy. I could not dance at all. I could not start again until... She pauses. Until what? Her movements become clumsy for a moment. She looks upset. I did not come down here alone. We tried to survive, but I am alone now. I will spend my time dancing now. It is the only way I can express my... She stops speaking. A tear runs down her face. She struggles to regain the simple grace of movement she had when you began to speak with her. It's a partial success. You leave so that she can regain her composure. Wow. Whoops. Let's talk to Alice instead. The bar is tended by a striking woman with short black hair and a pleasant smile. She's quiet for a barkeep. She just raises her eyes up at you as you approach. You ask her name. She simply says, Alice. What have you for sale this fine day? She smiles. Room, 5 coins. Drinks, 2 coins. Gossip, free. Any gossip you could share with me? She leans close. Archer in town. Name's Gordon. Asking around about passes or some such. He doesn't want people to know about it, but he was rude to me. So you know. So now you know. Oh well. She grins mischievously. Okay. Drinks all around, please? Oh. That... Oh, so that is War Curse. That's weird. Why would they give it a different symbol than the respective spell? Because this is obviously the slow spell effect. Huh, weird. She nods and thanks and fetches several glasses of wine. You can't tell what the wine was made from, but it's actually drinkable. You ask her where it came from, and she says, Rorick, north end of town. Okay, thanks. I mean, she's obviously not willing to really tell us much. Oh wow, 16 turns remaining? Holy crap. Let's not get into any fights anytime soon. Some guards hanging out. J.R. Fletcher Extraordinaire. So you claim. Hello, J.R. You meet a small woman with delicate features and long brown hair. She looks up from behind the large pile of arrows she was busy fletching. Welcome to my shop, adventurers. You can tell me J.R. Nice arrows. Thanks. I'm making these arrows for the troops. You can purchase some yourself if you like. It looks like the troops need a lot of arrows. They do. Every weapon maker around here is busy. We're preparing for the worst after what happened in Kotra. What do you expect will happen now? I think that it's clear. The Empire is going to kill every Avernite they can get their hands on. If we don't toughen up fast, we'll all be dead. May I buy some of your fine wares? I may. And we already have a lemonwood longbow for him. It's also kind of expensive, but... Oh, a U-bow? Huh, I didn't ever find one of these. Not that I have any use for it. Obviously, there is no benefit to using a normal bow over a longbow as soon as you get one. Well, I guess I don't need anything then. Amalia's supplies. There is a small nervous woman sitting at the table. She's preparing several vials of poison with greasy fingers. The shop is littered with a wide mix of supplies, all of them dirty and scratched. Probably looted. When you enter, she turns, sees your insignia, and gives you a cold smile. I'm Amalia. This is my shop. Right. Interesting stuff you're selling here. I sell tools. I also sell goods Avernites have acquired in their travels. She chuckles. You're lucky. You've come to my shop during a busy time. How am I in luck? Well, the soldiers are too busy to worry too much about a little petty thievery, and anyway, the stuff I sell is too useful. Useful to who? Certain servants of Avernum are always needing lockpicks and poison for their projects. You sell to thieves. And spies, and Avernite infiltrators, and soldiers like you. How are you going to infiltrate an Empire fort without potions, eh? So you can make your take your pretended moral superiority somewhere else. She grins and starts sharpening a small, wicked-looking dagger. I mean, sure, in a way, I can't completely disagree, but also I don't like her attitude. We have heard so much about the destruction of Kotra, I don't feel like we need to hear yet another slightly different version of the same account. Let's see what she actually sells here. Piercing crystals, stone shutter, okay. Good to know. Not that we have a particular need for any of those right now. Yeah, you know what? You do you, and I'll do I. What is this? Personal herb garden? Don't mind if I help myself. Oh, okay, we have more refugees here. Oh, that's Gordon. Gordon? Sure. You meet a large man in leather armor. He has a longbow slung over his shoulder and a full quiver of arrows at his side. He looks you over nervously as you approach. I'm Gordon, he says. I hope you are faring well. You have a job in town? Just killing time. Well, so long as you're just killing time and not someone else. That's fine by me. He looks over his shoulder, eager to move on. He doesn't seem inclined to say anything else. I heard you were asking around about passes. At first he looks upset that you know what he's after. Then he looks you over carefully. Ah, I know you. You're the ones who went to the Varnite. It's safe to talk to you. He pulls you aside. You see, I've been going from town to town looking for certain scrolls from the surface. What kind of surface scrolls? He pulls out a vellum scroll edged in red ink. This is a red pass. The troops down here need passes to get into Empire lands. I'm looking for a blue and a grey pass. That's why I'm heading down to Myrtis. My goal, you see, is to look into some rumors. Why are you headed to Myrtis? The grey pass is the most important one, and I hear that there's a prisoner in Myrtis who knows where one is. If I get one, I can start looking into certain rumors. What rumors? He looks very worried. I hear from prisoners the Empire is building this portal from up there to down here, so they can teleport down a whole army. They'd wipe us out if they could do that. I'm going to look into it. I'm not the best spy, but I know these caves well as anyone. I mean, that's interesting. Of course, that's all things we've heard about before. Okay, I guess that's all. I mean, we could show you... We could show him our grey scroll, as long as he doesn't want to keep it. I wouldn't mind. But I guess he's really just meant to give us some extra information. Also, what the hell is up with this second button here? Huh? Are those two buttons to open the same door? At first I thought it would open a way into the next shop, but obviously we can just enter that normally. Very strange. You meet a short, stocky man with blonde hair and a broad smile. His robes have been repeatedly splashed by the byproducts of his alchemy, leaving constellations of tiny holes. He stands and shakes your hand. I'm Walner. Welcome to this place of learning. Well, what sort of learning do you specialize in? He waves at the books and scrolls littered about his shop. Collecting all the knowledge there is to be had in our subterranean land. Enough to heal, for example, or to work my alchemy. What sort of alchemy? He indicates the tiny holes in his robes with embarrassment. I do alchemy often, although my concoctions often spit back at me. Many of my recipes are quite useful. In particular, I know how to make a variety of simple potions. If you have the money and inclination, you can buy my aid. Is there anything you're trying to learn? A few things. I've been trying to learn about cursed items, and I've been trying to learn about dread curses. Dark topics, true, but all the more important because of their seriousness. Why are you interested in cursed items? They're fascinating. Usually they are the results of magical experimentation gone wrong, but not always. I have heard that there are even items that cause their bearer to become ill constantly. Ah, that's true. Oh, wait. So are my Pyrrhic gauntlets actually cursed? Are they gonna cause me to become ill, like carrying uranium? Huh. I didn't consider that cursed items in this game might just be working fundamentally different from the usual, or I guess the D&D established standard of not being able to take them off once you put them on. Because that's certainly not the case with these gauntlets. Now you got me worried again. If you ever find an item like that, just throw it away. It will do nobody any good. Oh, crap. I was hoping that you'd say that I should sell it to you for lots of money. What do you know about, or what do you want to know about dread curses? Find cure for dread curse. There was a cure for that in the first game. Wasn't that just going to the Tower of Magi temple and ask the priest there to remove it for us? A dread curse is a powerful and pernicious curse, usually laid on a place to magically punish those who intrude. They are very difficult to cure, but I suspect it is not impossible. If someone told me who can cure such a curse, I would reward them. Okay. I mean, I don't remember the priest currently at the temple in the Tower of Magi mentioning anything about dread curses. But I guess I'll keep my eyes and ears open. Can you make a potion for me? It is my specialty. If you have foraged any lichen or moss or fungi with the proper properties, you can show them to me. If they are fresh enough, I can make something for you. For example, if you brought me healing herbs in adequate quantities, I could make you healing or curing potions. Even better, with the right mix of herbs, I could make a brew to speed you up in combat or restore your magical energy. Very useful. Much in demand. No doubt. Speed potions. Okay, it's not elixirs, but potions. One sprig each of healing, spiritual, and energetic herbs. Okay. Energy potion, healing, spiritual, and energetic. So that's the same. Okay. Good to know. Right now we don't have an immediate need for more of those, but especially we are pretty well stocked on speed potions actually, which I like. Special encounter. You are in the middle of a makeshift refugee camp, filled with some of the men and women who successfully fled Kotra after it was destroyed. They are armed with crude implements they managed to grab as they fled their homes. Living conditions are crude at best, but livable. The people are poorly fed, and the fires barely hold off the chill, but they're getting by. As you look around, you're peppered with questions about what's going on in the outside world. Some worried souls also ask you if you've seen a missing loved one. You answer their questions as best you can and leave. Okay, more depression scenes and descriptions. Hello, Scott. There's a thin old man sitting under the tree fishing. He doesn't notice you. You tap him on the shoulder. Eh? Oh, hello, soldier. Call me Scott. As you watch, he reels in a pale, wriggling cavefish. Edible, but unappealing. You know. Fish only look so appealing under the best of conditions. But at least they taste good, usually. So, what are you up to? Oh, just an old man whiling away his last year's fishing. How'd you wind up here? Nephilim destroyed my farm years ago. Now I just do odd jobs for this fort. And fish. And keep those darned refugees off my island. You don't like the refugees? No, that's not it. They just scare the fish. He sighs. I have nothing against them. I give them the fish I catch. That's nice of you. How can you relax like this with a war on? I mean, can only try his best. He looks up at you. Friend, the world is always full of suffering. It gets worse or it gets better, but it never ends. So sometimes, no matter how bad it gets, you just need to force out a little moment of peace. I'll tell you that for nothing. He invites you to sit and rest with him for a few minutes. Sure, I'll rest. You spend a few minutes actually relaxing and enjoying the beauty of Avernum. It's a rare pleasure. Then you bid Scott a kind farewell and move on. Nice. Face Fine Goods. Opens soon. Actually, oh, okay. An imposing woman with grey hair is setting up shop. She's sweeping, putting up shelves, and getting ready for business. She's highly displeased by your intrusion. Greetings, I'm Faye. Now leave. What are you doing here? I'm setting up my shop, and you are trespassing. Sorry to intrude. We'll be leaving now. She silently debates whether to call for the guards. I'm still recovering from escaping Kotra. I don't need you bothering me. Yeah, I mean, sorry. I don't see how we're particularly bothering you, but just entering for a minute, but sure. Were you there when the Empire attacked? Yes, I was there, and I've had what I have to say about it ignored enough. Fool soldiers, you don't know when someone is trying to help. Now leave me alone. Please help me. What did you see? She snaps at you. I mean, please help me. I would have offered her my help, offered her to actually listen, because obviously she's upset at or angry at all soldiers. I would like to change that, if possible, but I guess not. She snaps at you. I've been ignored long enough. They all say they don't know where the attack came from, but I saw lights on the island, south of Kotra, not long before the troops arrived. They say I imagined it. That there's nothing there. That's where they came from. She speaks very loud and very clear. You won't deal with me. I won't deal with you. Now will you please leave? Okay. Jeez. Hey, Rorik. A jolly merchant stands in front of the counter, eager to greet you. The counter is covered with bottles of wine, and he has the flushed face of one who has been sampling of his own wares. Welcome, friends. I'm Rorik, brewer and cook of great renown. Tell us about your wine. His belly jiggles as he laughs. I was banished into Avernum because my wines were too good. Made them jealous, and I still make them. You can buy the best wines and rations here, to take the edge off your journey. You were sent down here for making wine? He sighs and leans close to you. Well, actually, it was revenge for striking up a very close friendship with the magistrate's wife, but don't tell anyone. He laughs for a full minute. I've done a lot of journeying recently. Well, if you're brave or stupid enough to travel in these times, I'll do what I can to help. Like, sell me some rations? Yeah, thanks, but no thanks. Some wine would be great right now. Wine? Amarian wine, even. Okay. Well, thanks, but no thanks. The pit in the center of this room contains several dead Avernite soldiers awaiting cremation. They are kept from rotting by blocks of ice, laboriously dragged from the colder tunnels. Oh. Let's not steal. Excuse me? I didn't even steal. Whatever. Yeah, let's not steal from the dead. At least I didn't get a dread curse for it? No. Just a little poison. What's this actually? Oh. Hello, Euchre? That's a strange name. There's a young, dark-skinned man standing at this table, chopping healing herbs as fast as he can. He's obviously exhausted. You ask who he is. I'm Euchre the healer. Are you well? He looks you over for ailments. Well, we were recently poisoned a little bit, but, you know, it's fine. Are you the only healer in Fort Davno? Yes, the only healer for miles. I heal all who come to me. Soldiers first, but I tend to everyone eventually. I have some time to help you if you need it. Though, heaven knows, everything's been mad since the barriers came down. What happened after the barriers came down? The assault on Kotra was bad enough, but when the Vanatai barriers dropped, the war really started up again. The Empire were more reinforced, and we were more prepared, and the bodies have come non-stop. I need more supplies, but I do the best I can. What sort of supplies do you need? Herbs, clean gaze, grey mold salve, comfrey root. I do what I can, but I'm always running out of something vital. I mean, I guess I'd be willing to supply you with some stuff for a price, but since you don't want that, can I buy any supplies? I don't have enough as it is. Go talk to Walner. Can you heal me? You seem fine. I mean, one of us is a little bit hurt. Oh, I guess. Let's see here. What is this? Oh, the headquarters. Right. Commander Johnson, we have heard about you. You meet a tall, gaunt soldier. His face is heavily lined by both scars and age. His expression is locked in a permanent scowl, and his eyes are cold. He looks you over and says, I know you. A soldier, capable of interesting feats. Allowed to roam free. Interesting. I'm Commander Johnson. What can I do for you? Well, what can I do for you? Are you in charge of this fort? He nods slowly, maintaining constant eye contact. I rule this fort. Your eyes start to water. Tell me about this fort. Fort Avernum is a knife aimed at the heart of the Empire. We never miss a chance to slay an enemy of Avernum. Or a potential enemy. Ah, right. I think he's the same person still in command since the times of Avernum 1. And he used to be quite ruthless. Even back then. Has the Empire attacked you? They've sent scouts. The occasional small force. He smirks. They are strong foes, but we can make things very ugly for them. When we get our hands on them, they get very ugly indeed. He gives you a close look. You're adventurers, are you not? I often look to hire adventurers to go on missions. I have strong troops, but they have their hands full babysitting refugees. If you're interested, let me know. What exactly happens when you capture Empire soldiers? I process them personally. I utilize them efficiently for the good of Avernum. He does not elaborate. I guess that's better. What mission do you have for me? Yes, I do have something for you. Somewhere to the west, to the north of Kotra, some sliffs, the barbarian variety, have a hidden lair. Oh yeah, okay. We've heard about it. Find it. Enter. Kill their leader. I will make sure you are rewarded. A hidden fort. Any idea where to find it? I don't know. I have only heard rumors, and I am hesitant to risk my scouts in uncontrolled territory. He thinks about it. A scout did pass through here on the way to Silvar. His name was Gibrain. He had been scouting the Eastern Gallery. He might be able to help if he's still alive. Right. We have talked to that guy, and he has given us a clue. And I guess that's... Oh, here, any interesting news? Nothing good. Nothing to make me happy. The world has gone mad. In Silvar, they are trying to broker peace with the kitties. Elsewhere, they're dealing with the sliths. As if we don't have enough problems. We are trying to deal with those savages, too. Kitties? You mean the Nephilim? Like the one in our party? I mean the kitties. They are our enemies. I'm not fooled. I don't like having one in here, stinking up my office, soldier or not. You better watch your tongue, dude. I don't like that attitude at all. What do you have against the Slicerkai? Some of them have been allied with us for years. They're savages. I've been fighting them for years. If I'm ordered not to kill them, I won't. But I don't like it. If you think I'm going to back off on my beliefs because there's a slith here in front of me, talking to me right now, you are deluded. Well, screw you. I'm gonna take care of those evil sliths and get my reward from you. But that's all there is. There are bloodstains in the corner. They are fresh. A closer look also reveals a fragment of tooth. You suspect that someone was savagely beaten here recently. If only I could actually beat up this guy. I feel very tempted. In fact, just out of curiosity, can you attack? You can't attack friendly townsfolk. Well, that's what I wanted to know. It's also what I suspected. Well, I guess we did get a quest or two from this place, which is really all I wanted. Okay, let's see here. So... yeah, the quest for the hidden slith lair is not actually marked on the map, which is good, because it's supposed to be hidden. How well hidden will have to remain to be seen. But I guess we're going to deal with this one first, because it's nearby and seems easy. Although there's no guarantee it's actually going to be easy. Oh, you reach the entrance to the Nepharim fort. A strong force of these powerful felines guards the gate, sharpening their weapons and standing guard. They are heavily armed and eager to take on all comers. Nepharim are to the Nephilim what mules are to horses. They are larger, stronger, and sterile. Nobody knows what causes a Nephil female to give birth to a Nephar. They tend to live by themselves. Scattered among the hulking, healthy Nepharim are a few scrawny Nephilim, armed with rough weapons. The smaller Nephilim don't look happy about having to fight you, but the Nephar don't give them any choice. I mean, it would be nice if the Nephilim here would actually stop fighting me as soon as I take out all the Nephar in the area. That would be really cool, but I doubt that's how it's gonna work. The good news is that even the Nephar are really easy to deal with. It's a very welcome change. If I can actually make it through this dungeon without too much of a hassle. Wow. Try shooting that guy, I suppose. Yeah, that's not gonna hit both of you, but maybe if you do this? Nah, it's just not gonna work. Or is it? No, I don't think so. Well, actually you can attack that guy. Just throw fire. Oh wow, nice crit. Gotta walk there, okay. Really? Well, this should do the trick. We can do this to damage the guy in there. Oh, two guys? Is there another one? Of course. Shoot. You can move, so check the one-shot the warg even. Wow. There is indeed another Nephar archer. Or there used to be. Wow. Didn't she level up just a short while ago? I guess not. This is actually also quite decent. Should probably put at least a single point in there. And oh, it's your turn. You're free to move again. So stab this warg, please. You're not gonna be able to reach anything from there. But you will be able to reach this warg. These enemies almost seem comically easy compared to everything I've been fighting recently. Kinda strange. I mean, I guess if I needed any more confirmation that the Eastern Gallery in general is where I'm supposed to be right now, this is it. This box is full of scrolls, crude leather sheets covered with barely coherent Nephar writing and drawing. It is neither magical nor useful. You can't understand any of it. Okay. Well then. Let's barge right in here. No bosses or anything. Actually, this is probably a better position to be in right now. Wow. It's so refreshing for a change to be able to one or two shot enemies on a regular basis. Oh, hi there. Lots of loot. Whoops, wrong button. Although we do see an enemy here. Oh, Spiritist Far. You've been hiding back here pretty effectively, and you're terrified. Wow. Get wrecked. Wow. Not much of a boss. Domination scroll. Eh. Okay. Another useless box. This one at least has some stuff to sell. Wait, what? Did I? Oh yeah, okay. I saw Peri gauntlets, but those are the ones I'm currently using. I'm still not entirely sure. These are actually not cursed. Skin tingles. Oh, wait. Of course, that's the same message as with... Yeah, okay, so they're actually made of uranium. Now I wonder if there really is a use for these, or... Because because Walner just told us that... Oh, was it Walner? Or someone else? I think it was Walner who told us that... these items are just... I should just sell and get rid of them, because they're useless. That's unfortunate, of course. But I guess I'm gonna be using them for the time being, until they start actually making me sick. Okay, some random tools and stuff. I hope I didn't miss any buttons yet, but I don't think so. Okay, there are quite a few more enemies up here. Chief Thrum, actually. Okay. Certainly easy to get overly confident here, but I did activate some buffs. You know. Well, this is now maxed out. Guess I'm gonna give you a little bit more parry and riposte, ultimately. Oh, right. You got hasted. How fortunate. Okay, this guy has quite a few more hit points than his minions. So he's probably not gonna be a complete pushover. Gonna stand back just in case. He likes to cleave. You face the chieftain of this Nephar clan. He lets out a screeching yowl that makes your scalp crawl. Then he levels a spear toward you and charges. At least a dozen necklaces hang from his neck. Fetishes, trophies and charms dangle from them. Small bones and huge fangs clatter against each other as he runs. I don't think those are gonna help him. Wow, we just one-shot his pet. Get wrecked. Aw, we missed. Twice? Wow, that seems unlikely. Well. The chieftain takes a step back. He reaches up to one of his necklaces and snaps one of the fangs. He starts to fade away. A moment later, he has vanished. You what now? Huh. Now I wonder if we could have actually killed him there, or if those were basically scripted misses. If after a time he just turns invulnerable. I mean, I suppose he obviously either teleported away or just turned invisible and ran. Either way, he's gone now. Let's hope we run into him again. That explains why he was out in the open like that. Basically unprotected. What is this? Giants. Stay out or anger? Okay. I guess we'll keep slaughtering these guys here until we run into the chief again. Hmm. Oh, there's the next one. Still pretty easy, even though it looks like we're slowly starting to run into slightly more dangerous enemies. Like Nephar warriors instead of Nephil warriors that we were encountering before. More wargs, okay. Those are harmless enough. Oh, good turn again. This box is full of scrolls, crude leather sheets covered with barely coherent Nephar writing. At the bottom, however, you find 3 letters marked with the crown seal of the Empire. They are addressed to the mighty leader of the Eastern Gallery, Nepharim. They offer clemency and lands underground if the Nephar aid the Empire in fighting Avernum. Huh. Okay, well, I guess that's exactly the evidence that I was looking for. The letters have been splattered with spit and dung, and that is a very good clue of what the Nepharim think of aiding the Empire. So, the Empire has tried to contact them or get them to work with them, but they have declined. Politely declined. Or impolitely declined, I guess. That's good to know, I guess. And this is the local temple, where we only have generic spiritists. And I should have realized that the only way down is actually along the sides there. Might as well give my newly improved days a whirl here. Nice, we even stunned one of the spiritists. Not that I expect it's going to be particularly necessary. Frozen Worm, of course, is actually quite dangerous. And I misaimed that spell. Oh, this could hurt, except that it missed. Okay, good. Worm is dead. Why did I do that, exactly? One doesn't know. The temple is dominated by a large, simple black altar. The altar itself doesn't seem magical, but it has 2 glass flasks sitting on it. Each is filled with clear liquid. Let's not deal with any of that right now. Oh, come on. There we go. Sanctification scroll. Right. I mean, I can try that. Although it seems like this is not the kind of altar you can or need to sanctify. Let's see here. I guess I could throw out some healing for good measure. There you go. Save the game, which I also think I haven't done in a while. I mean, we can take the bottles. Oh, that's an invulnerability elixir. When you grab one of the bottles, the cork on the other one pops off. The liquid boils away and smoke pours out of the bottle. Then the smoke coalesces into 2 creatures. Okay. I could reload and check what the other one is, but actually this is one of the best potions in the game, so... Apart from the fact that we're all gonna die to these demons, that was a good choice. Huh. Okay, now I'm curious though. Is this altar actually evil? I mean, these potions clearly are. This altar is dark and creepy, but it doesn't actually have an enchantment. Your ritual does nothing. The ritual, it does nothing. Okay, yeah, I'll reload. I don't usually have much of a need for these scrolls since I can cast the spell by myself. But still, that's no reason to completely waste it. Especially since I completely expected it to not do anything. Let's try the bottle on the right. Speed elixir. I mean, that's also good. And we do get the same creatures. I guess we were just really unlucky that they both decided to... use their AoE attack right away. I mean, we're dead here. Yeah. Quite dead. You know what? Okay, this is certainly a thing to save for later. If I ever saw one. This place is called Avernum Fortress. Thank you, game. Avernum Fortress. Altar with potions and demons. Either the speed or invulnerability elixir are certainly worth coming back for later, when I'm actually strong enough to deal with these demons without much trouble. Right now, that feels like it's certainly not worth trying over and over until I might be able to beat them. They also seem too strong to actually beat, so yeah. A huge cave rat is roasting on a spit over this fire. Even though it increases your chance of starvation, you decline to try any. Why though? The Nephar chieftain has set up an office in this small concealed room. Unusual for his kind, he is not a very literate or organized creature. The desk, looted from the humans, no doubt, contains a bunch of bones and some trash. There is also a small bronze key. You keep the key. Okay. That wouldn't happen to be the key needed for that door in the Nephilim fortress all the way up north. It's worth trying, I guess, if I don't find a use for it here. There's a chest. Okay. Battle crystal, which I never use. Stuff to sell. Wand of Karunos, yeah, well, more stuff to sell. Actually, can you sell steel javelins? Oh, you totally can. It only just occurred to me. I also have left countless javelins of all kinds lying around without even considering them. What was that? Oh. Yeah. So I mean, if this is the only effect, if I just... It's not like I gain any permanent... debuff, right? Like radiation poisoning that just keeps stacking. So if it's just occasional fits of taking random damage, I guess I'm okay with this, with using these gauntlets. Maybe I'll read up on that just to make sure I'm not screwing myself over, because that would suck. Starving Nephil. Oh, these are the ones I'm supposed to save. When you pull the lever, the gate to the western slave pen slowly opens. Then, moments later, you hear running and wild howling. You look through the nearby window to see what's going on. Many of the Nephilim slaves had weaponry hidden in their prison. They have crude stone knives, clubs, and even a rusted sword or two. They are now charging out, making a break for the exit, protected by the chaos you've caused. I mean, I've caused a lot of chaos, but I've also just straight up slaughtered most of the Nephilim and Nepharim in here. Granted, I didn't quite fully clear out the southwestern portion of it. As they flee, a few of them stop and bow to you in thanks. It is no secret to them who is responsible for their freedom. In minutes, only a few remain, too broken by their confinement to be able to escape. Oh, that's actually a few of them, and more than a few of them. Oh, never mind, they're still in the process of actually running away. Gotcha. Okay, well, let's just spend some time then. You're at the entrance of the Nepharim slave pit. Most of the Nephilim ran for the exit as soon as they had the chance. All that's left beside those too weak to flee are smoky fire and thin pellets. Okay. Can I talk to you? This Nephil is too weak and hungry to escape right now. He's resting, trying to build up enough strength to crawl out. Shouldn't we try to help them? I guess they do have some food in here, so it's not like they're doomed to actually starve. Stone Shatter? Nice, that worked. In the confusion of the escape, this hidden cache of supplies was forgotten. Some food and crude weapons have been carefully hidden at the end of this narrow, concealed passage. Oh. Also this body. Fine steel. Yes, please. Group heal. Let's see here. You have 4. You have none. 5 and 4. I think it's enough for one of our warriors to actually have that stuff. Okay, so we did what we came here for. We did find the evidence of the Empire trying to contact and ally with these Nepharim and failing. And we also freed the Nephilim prisoners. We did not kill the chief here, which is which I don't feel particularly great about. I also realized that we're way over an hour here. But I kind of want to finish this place off. It seems silly now that we've done almost everything there is to do here to leave this unfinished. Assuming there's nothing major left to do. Speed potion. Yes, please. Oh, what? Actually, combat has begun. Has it now? Why though? What? What's going on? Who's trying to fight? Oh, they're fighting something. Oh. Where did this guy come from? Can we maybe do this? Certainly can. I mean, I prefer if the guys we just freed wouldn't actually get slaughtered. Okay, at least we killed that guy. Oh, these guys are actually fighting pretty well, considering their condition. Okay, that works. Oh, there's the chief! God damn it. I didn't expect him to pop up there, of all places. That's bad. Not sure if I can get in line of sight here. Oh, that works. No, it doesn't. Once again, you faced the Nephar chieftain. Somehow he slipped away from the battle to the north, gathered more warriors, and came to the gate to fight you. Yeah, that sucks. I would prefer him to not kill any of the slaves. Can you not? Of course you can reach. Oh, you can't. God damn it, these guys are blocking me? Really? That's so dumb. That's so stupid. Oh man, I hate that. Especially when that keeps happening. I mean, you can go in there and maybe even shoot some lightning. That kind of works. Can you get any closer? You can. But now you can't reach the freaking... Wait. Oh, god damn it. I botched it. I mean, I can still do this. Right? Yeah. Well, he knocked one of them away, but yeah, they immediately closed the gap again. Oh, that one's about to run away. Seriously. Okay, so you have to stand there if you want to be able to attack the chieftain directly. Okay, that guy ran away. Of course. Giant rat. Ah, there you go. Serves you right. Oh, of course. Oh, of course. Of course you can reach. Don't be silly. Oh, come on. There we go, finally. Okay. Shoot twice. I should have cast haste a long time ago. At this point it feels hardly necessary. Especially since it's only going to affect her. Might still be worth it. There we go. That guy's dead. I kind of want to try casting group heal. Okay. That actually did heal all of them. You know what? Oh, that did affect all of us. I did not expect line of sight to work that way. Surprised it did, actually. Don't you dare. Okay. Now this guy's toast. These guys are gonna finish him off. Or are they? They didn't! Okay, at last, at last. The Nephar chieftain has been slain. The cavern is instantly far quieter. And we get the 10 experience for it. That's all I was worried about. Man, that was nasty. Whoops. 2 short swords, a crude bow, some wine. Really? Did the chieftain not actually drop anything? Like anything magical? That's a disappointment. Okay, so what's this button all about? Okay, and it opened up something here. Okay, that's more random radiation damage. Iron shield, leather greaves, leather armor, money, and an energy elixir. Okay, better than nothing. And there's also a single... What? A single door left to open, unless I'm mistaken. Oh, never mind. There are still the giants. God damn it! This episode is so long. But I still want to finish this. It's unreasonable. There's no reason to. Which is pretty much the definition of unreasonable. But you know. Thought I was gonna hit this guy. Oh! I didn't see you there. That's okay. Okay, that's not nice. There you go. Some strength. Some... Okay, that's maxed out. Just making sure. Yes, it is. Okay. Can finally start maxing out your combat skills. And grab stuff. Lots of stuff. Great short sword, cave wood, spell ward. Some herbs for you. Wow, we get so many of these basic herbs. Okay, it's good to know. And there we have a healing elixir, just freshly cooked. Whoops. Oh, that's an elixir, right. Forgot about that. Or confused that. Okay, nothing useful in there. No buttons? No nothing? Okay. That is that. Should I take a look at the giants? I mean, at this point I might as well. Should definitely heal you though. Just heal everyone. I have all kinds of spell points. There's no reason not to start this maxed out. Save, open, and we do indeed have 3 giants in here. The cave giants of this complex live here. Cat people usually keep their quarters very clean. This cave, on the other hand, is completely filthy. You can almost hear the fleas and ticks marching hungrily towards you. Oh god. I mean, giant might also have giant fleas and ticks. So that might not be a joking matter at all. Oh, okay. Oops. Damn, that's what I meant to do. And some haste. Well, let's do this for the debuff. Or not. What? Oh. Oh. I guess I didn't pay attention to how much damage they were actually taking. Whoops. Okay, return life. No haste for you. But we did kill one of the giants. That is good. Cast mass healing. Ouch. Battle frenzy. We'll have to deal with you first. Which we did. Knock you away. And I guess heal again. Welp. That is that. We should be able to make it though. Yeah, easily. I say as we almost lose another one. Wow, nasty. Red tail band. Dexterity and chance to parry? Nah. Only one of us can really use dexterity as a stat. I mean, other than it increasing evasion, I guess. Parry, yeah, it's just not good enough, I guess. Melee damage, dual wielding, no thanks. Take this goblet though, and whatever else you might have. I guess that's actually all. Okay then, this was successful until we lost our healer at the very end of it. Yeah, I'm gonna go return to Fort Dubno and report my success. But next time. For the time being, I thank you very much for watching this extra long episode. As always, I thank you very much for watching. As I just said, well, it's about time to stop. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye bye.